Now, if you just listen to me and you listen to the words that I'm saying and take this opportunity, you too will be able to achieve your better self. Okay, CW? All right? Because this is one of the betters that you guys have given in a while. Welcome back. Oh, sorry, that's Morgan Edge. Welcome back, everybody. BG4E.
What up, y'all?
Superman and Lois review, episode
Back at it
number
again.
9.
Yes, sir.
And what an interesting one again,
This
indeed.
was very good.
They hit us each week with some sort of surprise.
Yeah, this episode gave me more than a CW type of feel to it. You know, usually I get that CW. I haven't really got a CW so much of a vibe with this episode, these shows since it came out.
Mm-hmm.
But this gave me something a little bit better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to feel this. Like, you know, some things that everybody was saying, oh, you know, this gave you a little CW. This didn't give me no CW vibe. This was actually good. This was a good one. And I love when you have a really good episode or good show that come out, man.
And you said you were feeling Lois really taking charge and being the investigative reporter that she is.
Oh, yeah. You know what? This episode right here was fire. I love the fact to see Lois Lane being a reporter. You know, her seeing, breaking things down about Morgan Edge. Why is Morgan Edge here? You know, I like that we get right back at it. Why is Morgan Edge here? What's going on? Clark, you know what I'm saying? Clark is, since he's done with, you know, football, he's a good reporter, so we're going to use his eyes. You know, we're going to try to figure out what's going on.
She's
Why Morgan
got
Edge
her
with these
super
people?
team together.
Oh, yeah. And this was amazing. This was amazing to see Clark Kent do his thing again, too, you know?
Absolutely.
But Lois Lane also being that strong reporter. Now, this is my grip that I had an issue with. Lois Lane taking charge, telling these people what to do, but Lois Lane's number one job is taking charge, being that reporter.
Got Lana
She's
over
the number
here
one
giving up
reporter.
information on Morgan Edge.
Oh, yeah. This was fire.
She's got Clark at the house with a board.
Doing her thing,
doing her thing.
Looking what's going on. Being a detective. Lois Lane is basically a detective, bro. She is a detective. Lois Lane is that woman. She literally, you know, when it comes down to, you know, getting the truth, she gets it.
Over here, she's got her husband inside of the Smallville Gazette. This is the only part that kind of bothered me when I saw this. It's not that it's super bad or anything. Of course, CW,
right.
Television show.
Right.
Why is all the information out for the public to see? I know it's a small office, as well as why are the blinds open?
Right.
Come on, the information's got to be somewhere a little bit more special.
I was thinking the same thing.
A little bit of a gripe, but let's keep going.
This is supposed to be private. This is supposed to be hidden. They're supposed to be unknown because Morgan Edge got spies watching him. We know this or whatever. We saw this in the last episode. Morgan Edge got spies watching Lois Lane. So you would figure that, okay, they're going to make sure that they meet a secure place that no one can hear them. You know what I'm saying? They know about old girl.
It's for the better. It's for the better.
They know about old girl, his assistant, being a Kryptonian. So why not go somewhere where it's a building made of lead, so she can't, you know, catch on or you know what's going on with that, man.
Come on now, E. It's
you know.
the Smallville Gazette. They ain't got lead building.
It's Smallville. You see, hey, they
ain't
got something. They gotta have something.
Lead building funds, but keep
broke out here. That's
come on
what
now,
it is.
She just got Lois Lane on a budget. She got Lois Lane on a deal, dog. Come on, keep going.
True. But you know what? I like that. Like I said, I like that Lois Lane was taking charge. You know, Lana Lane doing her part too. She wants to change and help the society. She wants to make sure that everybody is safe and, you know, and well. Morgan Edge, on a different hand, he's not. He's trying to make people their better self, which I get it. Who wouldn't want to be their better self? But who also too would not want to? Who wants to be taken over? Morgan Edge, we already realized he's not a good guy. He's not a good guy at all.
Even going so far as to even using the Smallville Gazette to his advantage. I'm going to put out a big old ad. We need more people. Lois Lane comes in there. She's like, come on now. Y'all need to get out of here.
I'm about to make a scene.
This ain't right. Okay?
Yeah.
You guys are going to be in a bad spot if you listen to him. He doesn't want to do anything for the good of you. It is all for him.
And it's crazy that this is Lois Lane. Everybody know who Lois Lane is. So her credit is big. So if Lois Lane is telling you, hey, I'm letting you know right now, this dude is trying to take advantage of you. He's not trying to do. You will figure as her credit, even though she doesn't work for the Daily Bugle anymore, but as her credit, they'd be like, oh, snap, this Lois Lane. Let me, she's serious. No, we want our money. We hungry out here. So I don't care what you got to say. We listening to Edge.
Yeah, she's still from Metropolis. They don't have a full-on connection with her. You city girl. She's a city girl, and we over here in the farm life.
She don't know what she talking about. We
Yeah.
hungry out here. We got to do our
We
farm.
need to feed our families as well. So I can definitely understand why she's now got Clark involved. She's got, of course, the editor Chrissy involved.
Yeah.
She's got Lana, who's now bought into the idea that something, hey, it's not on me, that something is going on that really needs to be investigated at Morgan Edge outside of just Morgan Edge trying to help the people.
Exactly.
And then she's got, what was the point I was just about to make? Oh my God, all this stuff is blowing through my head. She was going to use Emily as well, but that was cut off by Morgan Edge. And you have what was it? Oh man, dang.
You know,
find the point. Go for it.
Go. From a fan sample, you said Emily, and I believe Emily is the Asian lady.
Yeah, she's the Asian lady.
So the thing is, I understand he's telling her all the good things that she needs to hear. Your things are bad for you. You can't pay bills. You can't help this with your family. Your mortgage is going bad. I can make you better. You have to tell yourself too. How instead of being better, do you want to be the better of yourself? Now he's also explaining to her that you got to go to an experiment though. Now my thing is, who does not want to be better? But why do I got to go through an experiment to be better? And this should have been more of a real cautious thing about this woman. Like
experiment could have been a loosely used word, which is what he was. It was opening. It wasn't like we're gonna put you inside of a device.
We got you again. We got this machine.
But before that, when he's just sitting down to her, talking to her, using those types of words, that it doesn't seem like you're gonna have me inside of a device and doing something.
I mean, once she saw what's going on, she should have been like, nah. This is not what I'm signing up for. I thought I was getting paid not to be a part of this. She even said it. She's
getting paid to change.
She said, "Is this gonna hurt?" No. If you give in, it will not hurt. If you give in, it will not hurt. What? It's bad choices. Literally bad choices to me. You know what I'm saying? It just showed that this is not. I would like to say this is not what people would do. But then again, when people are in a bind, I think this is what people would do. Because there's some people who really would do this type of experiment just so they can survive, you know what I'm saying, to their family. And
people do a bunch of crazy stuff when
it's crazy. That was crazy
survive.
to me. It was crazy to me just to go by that. But it's just like, wow, man. And I truly think the assistant too, like the Kryptonian, is taking over her completely. I don't even think she's even aware that her body. I don't think that's actually the real woman, the assistant. I don't think that's actually her. I think that's the Kryptonian who took over her.
Well, he did absolutely say that it would still take a couple of days after the experiment for it to actually take over.
Exactly.
So when they were here and she was laying down there and asked, was this going to hurt? And I loved it. Leslie Lar held her hand and she was like, no, not really. No. And then she shook her hand off like, ew, she touched me.
Yeah.
It was very, very,
it's like a human, like this human just touched me.
It's possible she's been inside of Leslie Lar's body long enough to have been completely taken over.
And usually when it comes to these hosts, they usually can't handle, like the Kryptonian is so powerful that they can't handle the vessel. You know what I mean? I gotta hit that because their entity is too strong, so the vessel can handle it. But this one, he said fully dated. He was like, this right here. It works. It works perfect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Her body is whole.
Well, based on, since we're still in the investigative portion, we got Lois, we like it and everything. Even though early on in this season, you was like, I don't like it. She's taking charge.
Man,
she's doing what she was supposed to be doing all along.
Yeah.
I
was wrong.
This is where
on some points
it gets interesting now because he's finding people, and through the investigation, you find out at the end of this episode, really, good job, Chrissy, that the people in Smallville are what are completely important and necessary for this to happen.
Yep.
This type of kryptonite
that was crazy to find out.
Fallen in Smallville. This ex-kryptonite is fallen in Smallville, and the people, since they've been around it for so long, they're exposed to it. Yep. Their bodies are more acclimated, and so as far as the experiments go, it will work on their bodies.
Yep.
The other people that they tried it on didn't work so much because they weren't from the area. I got it. That's cool. And it's opened up the investigation a whole lot more. I'm still blown as far as there's all these different types of
kryptonite
of kryptonite flowing around when he came.
Shout out to Smallville.
We got the big. Was that? Is that
Smallville? They did it in Smallville.
Okay,
Smallville,
it's been so long
not this kryptonite though. I never heard of that.
Okay, but
everything else,
it's been so long. But they've really opened up the world. I'm open to it. I'm a little bit concerned, but we shall see how this actually unfolds even further.
Yeah.
As well as during the investigative process from last episode, we learned out who John Henry Irons who Captain Lex actually is, John Henry Irons.
Yeah.
And that carry over to this episode with the scene from last episode where they fought and he was doused with this crazy stuff right here, this synthetic
kryptonite. Yep.
And how he is being affected by it. It's absolutely amazing to see what's going on. He took this wonderful, awesome trip to where, E?
Mexico.
There we go.
You know what? This part right here was fire to me. To see him right after he's, talking to Lois or whatever, they talking about the investigation.
Oh, you mean to see him look like this?
And we hear him.
This was amazing?
We hear him say,
looking like this
just
was
take
amazing
off
to
and
you?
go.
I mean, when he entered the building like this, oh yeah, it was all
Yeah. But him taking off and going, and
But he ended up
I
like
love seeing Superman. I don't want to just see Clark Kent doing everything. I want to see Superman doing it. So seeing him, go around the world, you see the world, him up in the, you see the whole planet, him going through the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And going to Mexico, doing his thing, doing Superman, knocking him down like it's just nothing. And then we see him. After he was with, Lois and everything was fine, and then he just can't breathe. Something's going on. He realized something that's not right. He's knocking these guys down.
I was like, he's got asthma.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on here? I was thinking the same thing. Like, what's going on here?
Superman has asthma.
Are they using experiments going on? What's going on here? Is this Lex Luthor doing? What's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? So it's like, we see him breathing. He's knocking these guys down, and one guy just, finally get the head of him, with a shotgun. Boom, 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 boom. Just start hitting him. And he wondering, like, what the hell is, what? Pass out. And we get this scene right here.
Looking like this.
Pass out.
I mean, his hair is nice.
Hey, he's still good, man,
Now, notice at the bottom of this shot right here, I made sure I give, first off, there at CW their credit, even though I don't know if I should be doing that. The little spark right there, that's definitely one of the gunshots that's still hitting him. I appreciated that.
I tried to kill him.
I liked it. This dude is still laying lead into Superman, and he's just chilling like, I don't know what's going on.
Like the bullets are bouncing off of him.
He don't feel a thing still. He still don't feel it.
What's going on here? I keep shooting him.
But it all still ended up for naught because he still saved the day.
I did not like the fact that him getting up, instead of them showing us that he's getting up, he flew up.
Yeah, he
and then he.
But that's
I wanted to see him like get up and then
that's been consistent throughout the episode though. He did it with the first guy inside the hotel room with the mom.
The big buff.
He got knocked down and they cut away from him and you see the bad guy and he floats up.
They really sticking to that flight. They really sticking to that flight stuff, bro. Into the flight scene for real. But I like the fact that like after all of this, I like when the Mexican guy asked him, he's like. He's asking everybody, are you guys okay?
Mm-hmm.
And they're asking him, instead of saying that, are you okay? Like, we seen you pass out. Are you fine? Is everything? He like, thank you for asking. I'm good. And he just take off, which was dope. And then we get another scene.
I know everybody has been falling in love with this very good concept and idea that we're making our superhero / comic book heroes and putting them into these more real world.
Yeah.
Well, if we're gonna make it real world, I don't need to see the people who he saved. I don't need them going. I don't need this. I need them. They can be thankful. I could probably get some cheers and stuff, like clapping, like golf clapping.
I mean, they were happy. They were happy. I guess they were happy that he saved them. They were finna die.
Of course, anybody would.
They're finna die.
I don't know if I'd be clapping though.
They just happy like, man, Superman. Superman. Thank you so much. They had no words, so they just like, what? Let's just clap it up. Clap it up. So maybe that's what the case was. But this episode was tight, man. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot.
I'm just gonna put this up here for the Jodys. I mean for the ladies, because I know this is the stuff that they love to see. And I'll put it next to E.
So we get
you can compare because E is always talking about he's buff and everything.
Hey man,
how many push-ups did you do that day? Okay, continue.
Hey, I'm getting back. You know,
Okay,
you see
no,
these
but
muscles, right?
but he was still showing us the actual effects of what happened from the trip. He actually took some sort of oddly damage.
Yeah.
And we could actually see it, and that was interesting.
We get Lois. This is the scene, you guys, where Lois just came back from Edge. You know, after she went off on Edge, finally goes back home, and she calls Clark. Clark. He says, "I'm in the kitchen."
Mm-hmm.
She goes to the kitchen, and she's like wondering, and he's icing himself down. Now, in this show, you haven't really seen him, ladies. You haven't really seen him take off his shirt. And then, so this time, you finally see Tyler, you know, with his shirt off, and he's icing his body down. And he's wondering, like, kind of curious, like, what the hell happened to me? Like, she's like, what's going on? I don't know. He's just like, did they hit you with kryptonite bullets? No, it was regular bullets. But she was like, Superman doesn't get. But the thing is, her telling him Superman that he already knows that. Like,
and we also learned that it didn't just affect him; it affected his son.
Yeah.
His
He spread it, the virus, not even realizing.
Now I'm with you. Annoying little son.
The whiner, baby.
He's going around, and he almost froze his
future.
possible girlfriend.
His future that
That
he
was
wants so
crazy.
bad. And hey, you know, they almost had a moment. Now this is a part that was good.
Oh, they did have a moment.
You know, her telling Jordan, you know, thank you for, you know,
was a
being
big
here
moment.
for me, you know, you know, what other skills do you have? And I'm like that this little whiner baby didn't say, well, you know, I have a few more skills. He kind of kept it like, that's all I have. I only
Yeah,
have
he kept
piano
it
skills.
real,
You know,
yeah,
he kept
no
it like that.
problem, no
He
problem.
didn't spill because, you know, Jordan didn't seem like the type he's gonna spill the beans.
And she needed him in that moment. Well, not even needed, but she was choosing to rely on him because this is about the talent show, and he'd stepped in already
Yeah.
since Daddy wasn't there.
He wanted
And
underwear.
now he's at home. She doesn't know what's going on. She's trying to figure out is it something that she did. And he was like, we thought everything was all good. Now he's at home, and he's got the frost breath. The room is cold.
I like that, you know, he's getting more of his now.
He's
remember,
going crazy.
Now remember, Papa Jarrell said that he ain't getting no full Kryptonian powers. Obviously, Papa Jarrell was wrong
It's a
because
computer.
he's getting all Kryptonian
Look,
powers.
E, it's a computer. We had our own technical difficulties before this started. So E, it's a computer. It still can make mistakes.
I like this
Error
scene.
404.
I like the scene. It was like a scene back from Smallville again, and I say this because in Smallville, you know, Clark was sick and he ended up getting his ice breath.
Uh-huh.
So just seeing this little scene right here again, you know, was kind of tight to me. It brought back, you know, memories. But to see that, you know, he was almost having a moment that, you know, they about to kiss and everything, and then next thing you know, they getting into the mood.
Mm-hmm. We getting into
And
a
then
mood
next
too.
thing you know,
Getting all the way into a
oh
mood.
shoot, I gotta go. What's going on? Did I do something wrong? I gotta go. I gotta go. Dad, where you at? Let's go here. And we get to the house. Something's going on with me. I don't know. Oh, it happened to you too. And we get to.
Well, you know, we had to put the blue on for you in this moment because you just love the cave of solitude.
We get to the cave. Come on, man. Why CW? You got this money. Why couldn't you make we seen it in the Supergirl? Why couldn't you give me the Fortress of Solitude? I'm a Superman fan. Give me the Fortress of Solitude back. Like, we get the cave of Fortress of Solitude.
I keep telling you, E.
And you know, we get him flying down. Now, man, when he flew and took off, and you know, we get Granddad talking about, hey, what, you know,
That's
I'm gonna
why.
be here.
Did you feel that temperature change, E? Did you feel that temperature change?
I feel it.
Did you feel the temperature change?
I feel
What
it.
are you
I'm-
talking
I'm-
about?
I'm-
We know where the budget went, okay, E? We know where it went.
This is crap.
It
This
went
is,
to
this is,
not there. It went to the ocular vision. Even the cave of solitude has heat vision.
All right, folks. So we get so before we get to this part, where we get Jordan is in the house. You know, he's covered up.
He's
We
with
get
his girl.
Jonathan, you know,
He's gonna
Jonathan
go.
or
He's
whatever.
with his girl. He's freaking out because now he's got sneezy frost breath.
Yeah.
He goes home. They don't know what's going on.
His dad them trying to find
Granddad
out.
doesn't have any solutions.
Yep.
They're all pissed at Granddad. He takes him to the cave. Excuse me, Fortress of Solitude. And now here we are. He says, "Well, we're gonna practically have to burn him to get it out of him."
This flight scene was trash, man. And I say this like when he flew in,
It ain't a flight
his
scene.
leg,
It's just a
when he
transportation
flew in, his leg was all up. It's like the CGI. They messed that. They lost
they
budget
hit-
on
they-
that because
they-
that was horrible.
I
I thought it could have been a lot better. He looked like a stick when he did.
Look. You know, he's trying to burn me right now because I know he ain't happy with this. So It's all good though.
And
It's all good.
we get Papa Jarrell tell Clark, we got to do the same thing as we did to you. You know, the kryptonite, the kryptonite is burning his, taking over his lungs. We got to use this. We got to use heat the same way. No, he said the same way that we use for you, we got to do for him. And we get him. We get the Warner baby finally scared. What? I don't want to do. Come on, it's gonna be okay, son. It's gonna be okay. So, I like the fact that
this is a real legit reason to be scared, though.
I like the demand.
What? You gonna shoot me with lasers?
Hey, he got heat vision already. So, hey, I like the dynamic that Kal-El's being a father.
He don't know how tough his skin is, though, or his organs. I mean, he knows he can inflict damage. He doesn't know what's gonna happen when he actually takes damage. Is it gonna be more than normal or not? He don't know that.
Lasers,
dog.
Hey, his daddy could get it. He could get it. So, hey, why not? He got the same power like his daddy. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
So, we get this scene over. Can you make it hot for me real quick? And we get the fortress shooting that good old heat vision that you see right here at him. And it's not just one heat vision. What is it, like 5 or 10 of them? Like,
oh, it was multiples.
Just burning his body. And we hear him.
There you go. It was multiples.
And then,
right here.
we get Clark still there. She's like, don't even worry. Don't even worry. I'm here with you. Now, I'm guessing that with the heat is hitting, I'm guessing it looks like that it's hitting Clark as well, too. But as you see the angles, it's not hitting him. It's just hitting
it's
Jordan.
mostly trying to target Jordan and get his lungs.
Yeah.
They're trying to get his lungs, get the
Burn it
condensation
out
out there so that way his lungs don't freeze up. So I the explanation, totally fine with. But just, oh, man, the cave got heat vision, too?
Man, you seen the energy? It went blue, red, and then it just, like, I'm like, okay, come on, man. Don't get me wrong. I like how they did with the energy, but I want the fortress. Like, give me the actual fortress, not the cave. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna push that issue for a while. But
all the while as this is happening, though, it gave Dad a chance to redeem
himself. To
now,
be his new self.
You can barely see Dad inside this shot right here.
Yep.
And I like that because the attention is supposed to be
on her. Yep.
The daughter, the one in the show, and he's actually doing what a father's supposed to be. He's supposed to be in the background. Exactly how he was supposed to do last time, but he wasn't there.
No, Daddy wasn't there.
And now he is. So
I like that.
Redemption.
Yeah, I definitely like this part because the simple fact that she was ready to give up. She was about to get the hell up out of there. She's like, done. I'm not about to be embarrassed. Mm-hmm. Where the hell is Jordan at? He's supposed to be at this piano. What's going on? He's not here. I'm about to look like a fool. I'm about to be gone. Freak this.
Mm-hmm.
Out. And here come Daddy to the rescue. No, you don't.
So we got redemption on one side, and then we have, what's the word I'm looking for? We have resentment on the other.
Now, I like this scene. Now, this scene to me was good. We get Jonathan, guys, coming out, talking to his granddad. Hey, when my guys get back, my guys are trying to figure out right now to find out what we can get the help for Jordan and Clark, so I'm going to be here until then. And then we get Jonathan give this real speech to his grandfather. Why did you make these weapons to hurt my dad? He says, Jonathan, you don't know what I've seen, what I've been through. Your dad is one of the most powerful men on this planet, and we have to, and my job is to protect the people, and I have to do anything, no matter what. If you was, your brother now, Jordan and your dad, or one of the different ways. He's my twin, and he tells him, yeah, but now, since his power is awakening, he's different now.
He is different.
He is different now. He's different between us, and
Granddad makes valid
points.
Yeah,
so it makes you scared. It does make me scared. And he says, you know what? He was like, you don't understand. He said, you know what? The thing is, I hear what you're saying, but I don't understand because the simple fact that's still my family. And I would trust my family.
Be afraid of my family.
And I would never be afraid of my family. And it tells me that you're a coward.
Called him a coward.
You're a coward. You're a coward. And you know what? I agree. Now, I agree that you have to protect, but I agree. And I say this because of the simple fact that he should have trusted Superman. He should have trusted Lois. He should have trusted his grandson. He made this thing because of the simple fact that he heard a traveler tell him that Superman in another world was bad. That's why he made this synthetic kryptonite. That's why he made these kryptonite weapons, because of what John Henry told him.
Okay, I feel you on that point, but he probably still had that in his mind in the first place.
Did. I don't
No,
think he did.
I really do think he still did. Did he go as far as creating 7734 before actually involving himself with John Henry Irons when he came to their facility and destroyed the folks inside there in the compound? No. Was that there before? No. But I think he thought of kryptonite. What would we do if Superman decides to turn against us? Those are all things he did consider in his mind. All John Henry Irons did was just give him a little bit more information to just take that proactive next step.
I don't agree with that, because I believe in episode 2 he had told him or whatever about how he died. He told him about how Superman is the enemy and how you need to protect yourself.
All of that. Valid
and that's
points.
when he made that phone call. We need to be prepared for blah blah blah, and that's when I think that's where the kryptonite part came from. That's exactly why he said, they didn't want that. You see, you notice like when in that episode, Clark, he X-rayed the whole building and it was lead. They did not want him to see what was going on.
Of course not. That was John Henry Irons doing his thing.
Yeah, they didn't want him to see what he was doing. But you know what? Like I said, this episode right here, Jonathan. I always been saying Jonathan.
If he
I like
didn't
Jonathan,
have
man.
those things,
I like Jonathan.
He wouldn't have been able to do what he did.
This is true. So we get Granddad, you know what I'm saying, on the phone. We see everything that was going on. And he's like, I don't know. I really want to know now is what this experiment, because he said, hey, did you give him the experiment? He like, I couldn't give him the prototype because he wasn't in the right mood. I believe he was talking about Superman.
Well, Superman, because he's
so there's some prototype that they got for him. There's some prototype that they made for Superman, and I wonder maybe it's another suit. Who knows? So, we get him. See these people coming in here now. Once again, you guys, we see the what's her name again? The Asian
Emily.
Emily. We see Emily. Coming into
what's her name?
Emily.
There we go.
We get Emily coming into Lois Lane and Clark's house. Her and the other guy that we saw at Morgan Edge.
Yeah,
company.
one of the recruits, but it's
another person.
But the thing was, she was what Lana described. Did something she would never do, which gave her cause for an actual call to Lois, which set up Granddad's superhero moment. You could say super Granddad moment. But it was the fact of you have Emily here watching her daughter at the talent show. She pretty much
was happy, excited.
She's going through this Morgan Edge program
something changed
for that specific purpose, for her daughter, for her family, to become a better person. And she's there and she's happy. And then all of a sudden she hears I'm now fashioning it as the Aquaman sound. and she snaps.
Whole personality changes. Whole personality changes.
The Kryptonian that was
is dumbed on her.
That was implanted in her.
Yeah. Takes over,
and now she's going to go and handle whatever her business is, whatever her mission is. And that's when we got hit with more of the hot heat budget, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Guess what
that heat vision is crazy. That budget is high for that heat vision because we getting that heat vision like crazy. And you know what, you guys, just like we constantly see it. Like we get her coming in, she says, you should never made that phone call. She flips out. You know what I'm saying? We get Lois trying to call Superman. She knows that the Fortress of Solitude. We get Jonathan saying, hey, can you call Dad? Well, son, we can't. That's why it's called the Fortress of Solitude.
Mm-hmm.
And, when we get this moment, we get the character development better for Granddad. You know what I'm saying? First, his character development was still like, oh, he was just a jackrabbit. You know what I mean? But we get him a little bit better. And he comes in and saves the day. We get him coming in, shooting the same authentic gas that he shot at that they shot at Superman.
That synthetic gas
at them, and it didn't really do so much of effect as it did with Superman as it did with them. I'm guessing because they're human still, but or was it too much, or maybe it wasn't too much of it.
Think of it just like Jonathan. The effects didn't come around immediately, as well as what other side effects may come around further down after. I'll go with that logic.
So we get Granddad, come in, run, go to the. She like, all right, let's go. He like, Jonathan says, let's go to the barn. Let's go to the barn. It's a reason why I say let's go to the barn, you guys. And we get Granddad beating the hell out of everybody,
that's
getting
the
them down.
reason.
And we get, after that, we see the next scene where
That's
Jonathan, John Henry Iron's weapons,
Uh-huh.
he got back up in that truck somehow and got that weapon because she said, "What are you doing?
Good. You caught that too.
What are you
So
doing?"
You almost died.
Yeah.
You almost died the first time.
What are you doing?
And somehow, somewhere, you ended up.
How'd you get that weapon? I had to get something, Mom. He kept talking about I gotta protect myself. You guys are weapons, because he had a weapon. He got that weapon. She like, what are you doing? He saved the day. He shoot them both with them that red sun energy, knocked them both on the ground, and then we get Kyle. Now this was a trip to me. I was not expecting to see Kyle. Kyle was the one that, he was
Light it up.
crazy.
We need to light it up for this now.
He was
There we go. Booyah! There we go.
wrong one.
Too many lights. Too many lights. There we go.
We get Kyle. Kyle the drunk. Kyle who was jealous of Lana. Kyle who disappointed his daughter. Kyle who basically, you said I wasn't good for the job, but he went anyway. I could be better. I could do whatever. I want to be better. And we get them taking. Now this shocked me. Now I had a little bit of feeling like, why is he acting kind of funny? When, in the first scene,
have a feeling.
When he was acting so happy and everything, like, hey, you guys, thanks for looking out. And it was just weird. But I didn't have a feeling like this.
I just thought he was just, really trying to make up for it, being a supportive dad, and also trying not to act like the a-hole of a dad to be like, oh, that's the guy you like, huh? Hey, thanks for helping my daughter. No, he was actually being appreciative about it.
We get him literally saying, hey, the gun, let me get the gun. And we get him being possessed. And it's crazy to say it, but this is what it is. He's Kryptonian taking over his body. And he's there again. Once again, you guys, laser eyes. You know what I'm saying? We get him, shooting his beam, knocking the gun out of Jonathan's hand. He chokes him out, talking about, and he tells Lois, he told us or whatever to make a full example, truly of you. And he's finna, burn the hell out of Jonathan. And we get Superman to the rescue, baby. We get Superman to the rescue.
Oh, yeah. I don't have any clips on that, but yeah, Superman was there.
Throws him far as hell.
He did. This is the one episode Superman didn't use any ocular vision for one.
No, he used strength.
And for two, yeah, it was all strength, and I appreciate it. I didn't point it out, but I appreciated it because he was actually showing that he didn't want to hurt people, but he was trying to stop them. So from the scene in Mexico with the bank robbery to arriving back home and dealing with these Kryptonian doppelganger body snatching people and giving them shoulder charges and pushes, it all made sense. I don't want to hurt them, but I'm trying to.
I gotta protect my family too.
I'm trying to keep them
at bay,
bay, as well as maybe knock them out. They should be enough to knock them out and everything. And he's like, nope.
Yeah.
We got a different type of vision. We got his heat vision. I guess you guys would say, not the ocular. And they're gone. It was a very, very appreciative. I get it. It's tough to, and I understand the idea that it can be tough to really make Superman super because he is this entity that seems extremely OP.
Yeah.
And I understand that they're all really trying to focus on the family portion.
Yeah.
And it's not that they're dumbing him down, but they're playing and picking their spots, and they're picking them in nice moments. And then we got to another moment where he's about to hit the ground again.
So you guys, we get this episode right after this. We get what is it called, the ALT or something like that he get Lois Lane where they contact Superman, and he says for some reason he knows
we're gonna call this the super signal.
He knows the signal, like he knows who signals it is for some reason. He knows that if it's hers or his, whoever's.
Remember, because after the rescue in the barn, Lois told him when he heard it.
Yeah.
And he's like,
I thought she had to say something though for him to hear.
No. She just presses the button. It's like a sound wave.
Oh,
that he can hear.
And knows it in particular.
He knows that it's a sound wave and he can track the sound wave down.
Gotcha.
That's all it. He doesn't necessarily know who it is. He just know in that moment that it was Lois's because they took it. Emily had it in her hand. Remember, she didn't let her use it to call him in the first place.
She took it with her.
She concluded that, Morgan Edge must have my super signal. So now he's on his way to get his but handed to him.
So we get him flying around the world again. This looks like maybe
Wherever he's
Vegas, whatever he's at, and we get him flying. Now my thing is this though. I said to him, he said, what are you doing? And this and that, another. He says, we know that Superman is still not full power because in this episode we also get Morgan Edge and him saying that his assistant saying, look, he's still weak.
Okay, yeah, he's recovering.
So he's not fully recovered. He's still recovering. He's still recovering from it.
Kryptonite, which I'm not liking.
Yeah, me either. And then we get him, flying. Now, if this is a regular human, Morgan Edge, he's regular human. I didn't like the one fact about him flying up, about to punch this dude. Look like half power. He finna punch him and kill him. I didn't like this scene here.
It feels weird.
It was weird. Why is you flying? Like you could just walk up or and speak and have that conversation, but he flew to punch him, and then what happens after that?
Well,
he get his ass knocked the heck down.
After. Before. After. Go for it.
And the last thing, you guys, we find out that we find out what's going on here. How is this? You think you're the only one with powers? I got my powers just like you got yours when you first came here. What? Whoa! What you mean you came here when
I'm Kryptonian too. Huh?
You really don't know.
I said I'm Kryptonian too.
You really don't know who I am, do you?
I'm Kryptonian too.
It's time for you to find out who I am, brother.
I'm Kryptonian too.
This had me screaming out my mind, like literally screaming, like what the hell? Like, are you serious? Superman's Kal-El's what? No, he ain't got no brother.
He meant as in. Like,
I don't think that.
No,
you see the S? You see the S?
No.
You see the S?
No. Okay, all right. You wanted to go into that Zack Snyder world.
You seen that S?
No, I'm going into
that S?
No, I'm going into that Zack Snyder world where I didn't want to go, but you have been going because you always want to talk about the dark stuff. Remember, Man of Steel, everybody had one of those symbols on.
They have their own symbols.
No, it don't
own symbols.
That ain't.
He had the symbol of hope.
This symbol is not that symbol, E.
Look at that S. That's an S.
It's tilted. It ain't the same. It's not the same.
We'll see.
It's close. I know. I feel you, but I can't go with you on this. It's not the same symbol. It is not. E. We already know, and it's already been explained to us. Even though it's Man of Steel, it's a symbol of hope. Looks like an S.
Yeah, it looks like an S. But only
Come
the
on,
house of
let's just say it's a crooked S right now.
Only
the
house of L has that symbol. No one else.
It's a crooked S, man.
We're going to find out.
See, you're going to make me have to, oh my God.
We're going to find out. And I'm telling you, your boy's right on this.
No. I do not believe they are blood brothers. I think they are only brothers by way of being both from Krypton. They're Kryptonians.
He is they trying to say that he's Jor-El's son.
And E, if you want to be right on this, you are going to have issues. And with that, we just want you to know you can find out the next episode, a.k.a. issue of Superman and Lois, Superman and Lois.
Episode 10.
Spoiler review, episode 10 with BG4 and E.
your boy E.
And we're going to have ourselves a good time. But
yes,
right now,
sir.
we need to get on ahead and get out. Please go on ahead and leave some comments for us
yes.
in the below us. And we hope that you enjoyed what we have to say, because sometimes I enjoy what you have to say. And likewise, sometimes you don't like what I got to say, and I like to see what you got to say. So bring it on. All right? Go on ahead. Hit me.
Like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. Thumb that video, $3.99 all day. Don't forget to subscribe and show love to the JC family. Let us know what you think about it. You like it or you don't like it. Thumbs it up. Do it.
It's not his brother, E.
It's his brother.